Niggas don't even be shouting out they girl on they stage shit. It's for Carolina girls across the world. Hey, drop down to the floor, make the booty twirl. Check. You need a girl from the south to fall in love. Check. You need a girl from the south to fall in love. Hey, I know, hey, I know, you got the world in your hands now. Don't let them tear you down. You got the world. You can have anybody if you want to. You can have anybody if you want to. You can drive a Ferrari if you want to. You can buy a Ferrari, I'm saying, you know that I know. Baby, you got the world.
Welcome to the Give 'Em More podcast. I'm your favorite host, doing the most, and you know I love to boast. And we got a special guest in the building today. Special guest, make some noise.
Hey.
Special guest, you got a Mikey in. Remember that.
I'm looking at the camera. Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
This is my cousin. You know, this actually, as much as you get on my nerves, it's like my favorite cousin. No offense to the family, just always been my favorite cousin. This is Aric Barr, Levi Bars, King_Bars on Instagram, whatever you want to call him. This is Mr. Barr. And today we want to talk about jumping off the porch, so to speak, entrepreneurship, art, music. We're going to touch on a lot of things that go under the same umbrella, but it's really just about being an entrepreneur and jumping out there. So, you know, as you can see in the back, this video is sponsored by Trap Art.
Illustrious Trap
Art. We are wearing Trap Art gear, if you can see it. Of course, if you listen to the recorded version, I need you to go on YouTube to see what I'm talking about. But what I really want to ask you, I guess we're going to start off with entrepreneurship. What interests you in that? Now, I ask you that because some people are okay with working for others, and some people are scared to take that jump. So if I'm that person that wants to start something, right? Mm-hmm. What would you suggest to me? I want to start a clothing line. I got the idea, but I'm scared.
Scared? Well, if you're not scared, if you're scared, it's human. You need to be scared. That fear could push you. So, but if you wanted to start anything, I would say first, you know, you're gonna have the ideas. They're gonna run in your head forever. Put it on paper. Put those ideas on paper, and then make goals.
Or put it on paper like a visual board?
If that's what you're into. I like to write things in my notepad.
So you like to write things in your notepad. I probably would use like a visual board, something that I could see every day. You know, psychology said that you're 75 to 80% more likely to achieve something if you see it.
If you see it.
Which is, you know, I do this podcast, and I didn't get to this point until I put, you know, the board and the different goals and the different episodes. So, when did this entrepreneur mindset really start from you? Like, who did you get it from? So everybody ain't got hustler in them. So who kind of inspired you to want to be more so a hustler or an entrepreneur?
For one, it's the lack of money. But for two, I grew up with hustlers, man. My mom's a hustler. Shout out to Mom's Lover, breast cancer survivor. My step-pops was a hustler. For what I know about my real dad, he a hustler as well. I just been surrounded by people who's already like strong-minded, and they will get what they want, and they knew how to get it. Like whatever they needed, they just made a way. So I learned from that.
So question, do you feel like, because when I say hustler, I feel like it carries like a negative weight. So do you feel the same way? Because you know, some people hear hustler, oh, he's doing something illegal. This is legal. Hustling that we're talking about. This is legal ways to make money. Why do you feel like certain words like trap? They say trap art. A lot of people hear trap and they see a negative thing. Why do you think words like hustle and trap, well, in my opinion, they carry negative vibes? Why do you think that?
Well, words like hustle and trap came from hood environments, let's say that. So in the hood, they normally equate hood to guns and drugs and things of that nature. So they assuming everybody trapping is selling drugs or something or whatever. But I feel like trap is whatever you doing to get ahead. And it doesn't have to be something bad. Like you can be trapping candles if that's your hustle. Like you can be trapping I don't want to cuss. You could be trapping t-shirts and clothing. You could be trapping tattoos. Like it's whatever.
So I want to say it was either 2 Chainz or Kevin Gates. They said whatever you do to make money, that's your trap.
That's your trap.
Right, that's your hustle. That's your trap. So since we're on the word trap, what exactly is trap art for the people that don't know? Feel free, if that's too vague of a question, feel free to ask me what I mean. But you know, what is trap art?
Well, trap art to me is just creativity and expression and just getting out there and doing it. One foot in front of the other.
Right. So why clothing line?
It was just another thing that I do. I paint. I do music. I make clothes, of course. I do tattoos. I just like to do a lot of creative things, and I think I'm pretty stylish or whatever. So I felt like I don't really like to wear clothes that be in stores. Like I always like to have one-of pieces or something that I know is just mine. So I just decided to share my taste with everyone else. So that's what the clothing line came about.
All right, so I guess the biggest question most people have is, why the bear?
Why the bear?
Okay, so you got trap art,
Got the trap.
and then you got a bear.
Got the bear.
Why is the bear the main logo? Like I say that, you know, for people out there, I want you to comment. Tell me this bear don't look like him. You know?
They can't get it good. If you can see the color version at King Barr's Instagram, it's there.
Tell me this bear don't look like him. It does, but why the bear?
Why the bear? For one, bears always make dope logos and they last forever. If you look at like the thicker clothing lines that use bears, like bears are always a good selling point. They appeal to any and everyone.
So like Ralph Lauren?
Yeah. So they appeal to everyone. Like a 56-year-old man likes my bear. A 2-year-old, no, that's too young. A 5-year-old likes my bear. Like
No,
it appeals.
a 2-year-old can see it and
Yeah,
they
but
grab it, they want to touch it.
They ain't doing too much.
They may not know what it is, but they know what
But
it
yeah,
is.
so it appeals to everyone. So, and it's a bear in a trap. So I kind of played off that, like a bear in the trap. Because you know, the bear is in the trap. Like the trap, you stuck in the trap. You in your environment. You gotta get out. You gotta live. You gotta survive. My bad, Mike.
No, you're fine. You know, you're gonna be low for a little while, but that's okay. You know, this is our first recorded video. But let's jump into your art background. When did you realize that you really had a talent for art? Like, when did you realize, like, hey, I'm pretty good at this? Because just because you like art,
I knew.
don't mean you're good at it.
I knew I was good at art in elementary school. No lie, like first grade. I knew I was good at it.
Which is crazy because I knew I wasn't good at art. and like 3rd, 4th grade, I was in art class. No, like 6th grade, I was in art class, middle school. Shout out to Gordon. I knew that I wasn't good. The only thing I liked to do in art was mess with like those pastel colors.
Oh yeah.
Because I like the texture of them.
With the little oil ones.
Yeah, so if you give me those, I liked how smooth it was.
Yeah.
I probably could be more of a calligraphy type person, which is art.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as painting something, I mean, you seen my painting. I mean, I can doodle something.
Man, it come with practice. I've been creative forever. I've been doodling and painting and customizing clothes in high school. I've been doing that forever. So really, I think it just built, and then, you know, I just get better with time. So now it's just what it is.
So, what, I guess you do a lot of different types of art. What artistic feat haven't you reached yet? What haven't you tried yet as far as art? Are you painting, you make clothes, stuff like that? Is there anything else you would like to try out there that you haven't quite tried?
Man, I want to paint a whole building.
So you want to paint a building.
Yes.
So that's something that'll be dope.
That'll be cool as hell.
So with trap art, what direction are you looking to go with? Everybody wants to go up, but what type of people are you trying to appeal to? By this time, you've been in the game for 2 years. Like, what's your demographic? What's the meaning? Like, what are you trying to convey when you're putting trap art out there?
Well, if I wanted to put a meaning behind it, I would say it's just about expression and just being dope. It ain't so much of a cause or whatever for me. It's just something that I put out and I wanted to do. But I don't know. I don't really think it's that deep. The biggest thing for me is the look of it. Cause see, it's other brands that put things out, but I'm like, okay, the meaning's so cool, but they logo trash. So you like, I don't want to wear that, but I support you. You feel me? So if I'm just putting out clothes for fashion, it's really just for the look. But you know, trap art is an umbrella of many things. So
I mean, I see a lot of people say it reminds them of Kanye West in his early years when he had the band. I heard a few people thought this was made by Kanye, which is a good thing.
yeah, right.
Because Kanye sells everything. Anything that Kanye put his name on, no matter how crazy you want to say he is, it sells. So, music. When did this music journey start?
I started doing music I was living with my girl and her mom and their family, and her sister, baby's father, his name is Chris. He put me onto music. He used to do like mess with beats and stuff. He was a producer and he used to do work like the engineer boards or whatever. So he showed me how to make beats, and then I bought his laptop. That's where I got all my sounds from. I bought his laptop and I just started making beats from there. I was trash at first. I ain't even understand, but I just progressed, and I started recording myself and stuff, recording other people. I ventured out with my friend Justin. He has a studio. Shout out Chino Rose. That's how music started for me.
Okay, so that's the start. Where are you at now?
I really be putting my music on the back burner. I ain't gonna lie. I make good music. I done put it up to test and reviews. I done played it for people. I done performed a few times or whatever. It's one of my outlets, but it's not something that I'm like pushing for. Like if I happen to make it in music, that's cool. That might not be the right mindset, but it's really, I mean, that's not really what I'm focused on. But
okay, so you work for yourself, correct?
yes.
So you are an entrepreneur. What made you stop working in general?
Work don't care about nobody. For real, they don't care, man. And I got tired of just living by everybody rules on like, you gotta do this to make money, or I gotta spend X amount of hours to make $80. Like, I don't want to spend 12 hours to make $80. Like, who trying to live like that? You can't live like that.
I mean, you making less than minimum wage.
You feel me? That's crazy.
I mean,
Like, that's nah, I can't live like that. I ain't like, it's just more freedom. I just needed my freedom. I'm the type of person where I always could hold my own. So, like, I felt like on my own without, I mean, jobs has its securities or whatnot. Believe me, like, there's things that I wish I still had from being at a 9 to 5. But,
like what?
for one, insurance is like difficult. Insurance is difficult when you just solo. Man.
So is it essentially more?
What, you mean the cost?
Yeah, the cost. Is it more?
Nah, insurance don't be so expensive if you're young and healthy. So I ain't really got no problems with the price. It's just trying to get some good ones. They run you around and then you get calls from all the spam people for the rest of the year, even when you got a plan.
Yeah, they calling me. Your car? Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else?
What are some of the lows of being an entrepreneur? Honestly, you know, it's like I told my brother one time when he was talking about investments. He was like, yo, so and so just made X million dollars off of this amount of money. That's dope. And the advice I gave him was, you need to go look at all the people who failed at their investments. Now, the reason why I told him that is because we already know it's like what a 5-10% chance you're gonna put $100 in something. It's probably way less, and then it's gonna instantly flip to 100,000. That doesn't happen. But you need to learn about people's failure so you can know what not to do. So, as an entrepreneur, people need to know what not to do, as far as what can lead to them having lows and actually make them. Because you haven't, since the point you told me you was gonna jump out there, you have not applied for a job or anything. You just made it happen. So, what do I need to do as far as an entrepreneur to make sure I don't have to fill out a job application again?
Well, for one, you need to make sure you have a steady source of income. Steady. When I say steady, I mean steady, because that's your only income. And to have a business, you know, that takes its own money. You got to buy product, you got to buy all these things and put all these things in motion. So you need a steady income. So I do clothes, but I mainly do tattoos. Tattoos fund my other things that I want to branch out and do. So you definitely need a steady income before you're an entrepreneur or have saved up a lot of money ahead of time. I would say that.
Okay, tattooing. Roughly about how many tattoos have you done this year? Is it more than 100?
I'm sure. Way past. I done went through at least 5 boxes of those needles, and the needles come in 50 boxes, 50 packs, 50 needles a box.
So at least 250.
At least 250.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, tattooing. I feel like you have to be super confident to do that. Well, how long did you practice before you first was like, I'm gonna stick somebody with this needle?
How long did I practice? Look, I had a practice skin. I practiced on the practice skin for 30 minutes. And I said, this ain't doing it. I threw it. So then I tatted myself. After I tatted myself, I was like, okay, that might work. So then I was trying to tat people around me or whatever. I worked at the airport then. I told them I was doing tattoos. They kind of was like, you gonna do tattoos? Like, they wrote it off. But there's so many tattoo artists who's like millionaires. So like,
so they didn't believe in you.
yeah, they was like, oh, whatever. Okay, we'll see. So I'm still doing tattoos to this day, and those same people want tattoos from me, by the way. So win for me.
Shout out to the doubters.
You feel me? But what was the question? What you say?
I don't know. You tell me. Say now. How long did you practice?
How long did I practice?
But you already answered that. So, all right. What is the next step in your tattoo? What haven't you done yet?
Well, I know I'm working on portraits because I know I have the ability to do portraits. I just haven't done it yet. I just feel like they're so personal and intimate that I really want to practice and take my time just to have it perfect for my customers. I don't want that to ever be a problem. So
generally, when you go into a tattoo shop, there's the last one I went to, they had books. Books for the tattoos. You can see with artists. I'm not asking you to put yourself in a box or a category, but what can you do for sure with your eyes closed, basically? Like, what's something you did so much that's so easy to you now that it probably just take you like 15 minutes to get it out of the way?
Everything but portraits, for real. I can really do it. I done did so much, man. I've been tattooing for 4 or 5 years. Like, ain't nothing I ain't done. I used to couldn't draw stars. I can do stars with my eyes closed now. I used to couldn't do, like, my script was ugly. Like, it took me so long to, like, perfect my calligraphy and things. Like, everything easy now.
And you taught yourself how to be ambidextrous, right?
Yes.
So you can
It's
use,
necessary.
so that left hand is probably can do about, 60-70% of what the right hand can do? That's a big percentage.
I'll take that. I'll take that percentage.
That's a big percentage.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
So, this is the Inspirational Podcast. And your journey, have you come along anybody that you inspired to do some of the things that you're doing?
plenty of times. I can't even name these people.
Yes, you can. I'm beside you.
I mean, you one of them, but you go without saying. I don't think I can say it. I'm gonna say it. See, it's difficult when you're close to somebody you're recording to. It's weird. Like you don't want to talk about things because you feel like it's just information that's known.
I feel like it's cliche.
It's like, oh, I know this. Nah, y'all don't know this, so my bad.
Like I said, make sure y'all check this out on YouTube. You know, it is a live recording, so it's gonna sound weird as we're saying we're right beside each other, but we are. But I mean, I guess I could say you inspired me to feel like this was possible. I said it before, but it ain't easy to do this. It ain't easy. I done had so many people, some of my good friends, that were like, man, it's dope you started the podcast. First I started with Jalen. I wasn't comfortable then. I'm still not fully comfortable now. Like, we just decided to do this, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna catch me looking down and looking away a lot. People like, your posture is bad, stuff like that. That's okay. That's the first one. But I'm at that point now mentally where I know I'm gonna make it grow. Okay. As far as
it's just consistency, man. Just keep at it.
Yeah, and that's really what it's about. Just keep doing it. Just keep working on your craft. And I'm gonna tell you something. You make music. Let's see if you can help me with this. I do not like to go back and listen to my podcast.
You don't?
No.
You gotta get over that. Because you gotta be your biggest critic. Like that's like I'm a perfectionist at heart. So like people tell me stuff dope all the time. There's so many tattoos I've done that I thought were like subpar for me, and the people was like, oh my God, they go crazy. So like you need to go back and watch that, listen to that, and see how you can better articulate for your podcast, or see how you can fix your posture or be more present or whatever the case. You need to hear what you're not doing. Like you can't improve if you don't know what you need to improve.
All right. You're generally an introvert. I'm generally an introvert. I got more friends than you. Not
right, you do. You had no choice. You was the only child.
Yeah, I'm the only child. You know, they left me, came to Charlotte at some point. I guess for the tattoo community, like, if you had a choice, if you could make a visit, what other cities would you go set up shop in? Would you go back home and do a special in Dillon County? Would you go to Atlanta? Are you willing to travel for tattooing, or are you okay with just people coming to you?
I'll for sure travel. Yeah, for sure. I set up shop in all the major cities though, with the good weather and the pretty people. I like that.
So you go to Miami, Florida.
Miami, yes sir. I'll be in Miami.
Out there with all that Cuban skin.
The Cuban skin, the brown skins.
The brown skins.
I go to Miami. I go to Cal. I go overseas and tat. But normally the people from overseas come to America to get tatted.
Why is that?
It's just cooler that way. I don't know.
I
mean, it might be easier for them to come here than it is for the artists to go to fucking Sweden or something like.
So let's see. I got 3 questions. You ready? Favorite tattoo artist? Do you have one? Is there anybody you seen? I know you seen the tattoo shows. Anybody you seen?
I don't have a favorite. I don't really look at like. I look at their art and I like what I like about it, but I really look at it and like learn from it. So like I like certain things that certain people do, like because every artist got their up and down. All my tattoos ain't fire, like I know they not, but some of them like blow you out the water. Like so everybody got their peaks and valleys in what they do, and I kind of like just like what I like.
Your best tattoo to me up to date is, I think it's a tie between a lion I seen you do and a scorpion you just did.
You think so?
I think so.
You know, it's so many in between that somebody will say different.
Yeah, but you know, that's just me.
My scorpion is my favorite right now, though. Right now, it's gonna be another one another time.
Scorpion is always the favorite.
Yeah, that was hard.
So
it's on Instagram at King Barr. You're gonna be on the schedule. $200 house free special to December.
Favorite designer.
Favorite designer.
Or a designer that before trap art came along, you just loved their clothes, how they fit.
Man, I used to wear a lot of polo. I used to wear a lot of Levi. And
is that where the name Levi Barr came from?
yeah, I always liked Levi. So I thought Levi was a cool name. If I had a son, like I low key want to name him Levi. But I used to wear a lot of polo. I used to wear a lot of Levi's. As far as shoes, I used to like skateboard type shoes, like Vans, but not really Vans. I don't like Vans no more because now everybody like Vans, so I don't like them.
I remember you used to buy the ones that you would just paint on.
Yeah, I would buy like I would buy like blank polo flat shoes, whatever they was called, the little canvas shoes, and I paint on them and just make them colorful and crazy so nobody else would have them. Like I always was like that.
Some of your favorite or musicians that you like. Who you we all got one, even if you made a song or beat or not. Who you listen to and you was like, oh, I think I wanted to try that one now. Or you in the mirror, you in the shower or something, you trying to rap like this person, you know, like Biggie, like.
I like music, so of course you done rap like one of your favorite artists at the time. Like everybody was Amigo at one point.
Oh, what?
Amigo. Everybody was. I walk in the kitchen. You feel me? Everybody was Amigo at one point, for real. Like everybody was a Future head. Everybody was on Cody. Everybody was a damn T.I. fan at one point. Everybody was a Gucci Man fan at one point. So I don't know. I don't know. It just evolved, and I like what I like from artists. But I listen to a lot of favorite art. You know, Cole at the top.
Cole is at the top with the all-time list.
Cole, yeah, he on the list. You know Cole on the list. But my favorite artist I like to listen to, well, who I'm listening to right now? Right now, Wale got me. Wale got me right now. Wale ain't ever had me. So, like, that's just how much I differ.
Stop the presses. Wale, why has he never had you, and why did he capture you now?
Why he never had me? I don't know. Maybe my taste in music changed and I just matured. Or maybe the album just happened to drop at a time where I felt like I could really vibe with it. Like I was really like I could really relate to this one. Like before, it was a lot of go-go music or something, or he'd rap for you sometimes. Like you know, he could spit or he was capable of making those songs, but it was never like consistent enough for me to be like, oh, Wale. But this last album, I'm proud.
Okay, so you feel like he done more. He showed more of that poetic lyrical style that he has to offer.
Yeah, I think he did his thing.
Because it surprised me that I thought you was gonna be one that said the album's trash, and this is why there was a lot of R&B features in that album. Not saying that you're not an R&B person, but I thought maybe you was gonna think it was more sensitive.
No, you know what? And the older I'm getting, I like R&B, and more older the
Come
older
on,
I
man,
get.
that's sexy. You know, I've been listening. I've been wanting to be.
But I'm saying this like my mama ain't had me listening to R. Kelly and
not the Kelly.
What? And Sparkle and all them peoples when I was a teenager. Like I've been on the R&B. It's just R&B changed for a long time, so I left. I ain't into all the Chris Brown and Jacquees and all that stuff. I ain't into all that type of R&B.
So you were into that '90s R&B singing.
It got sold. It got sold in the '90s.
The early 2000s. So.
Yeah, but I like good songs that's speaking on those topics or whatever. Not necessarily. It needs to have some kind of bass for me though. Like I have to have that feeling. So it got to be kind of up. I can't listen to just like a song that's all like happy. It got to have some kind of grittiness to it, or I got to relate for the R&B to work.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna ask you a question. Biggie or Tupac?
When I was like 3, my favorite song was Hypnotized. But as I got older, I like Tupac more than Biggie.
Alright, so we taking Tupac.
So, now that I'm grown, I put them on the same level.
So they equal.
They equal to me.
Alright. So we gonna say Biggie and Tupac or Jay-Z and J. Cole.
Ooh.
since you grouped them together, what I was gonna do was take the one that you picked and just keep going. Okay. Since you grouped them together,
we do something different.
We're gonna do the group.
Biggie and Pac or Jay-Z and Cole.
Just
because Biggie and Pac run got ended and I don't know what their music was gonna be into, I'm gonna give it to the legends we still got living.
Okay. Victory Lap or Damn?
Ooh, you tripping?
For everybody who don't know, rest in peace to the late Nipsey Hussle. But I was saying, and he was saying before he passed away, that Victory Lap was the album of that year.
It was.
And it really was.
It was.
It touched a lot of people. But you can't dodge this. Victory Lap or Damn.
Oh, if people don't know, Damn is Kendrick's album, and Victory Lap is Nipsey Hussle's last album. So you can look those up if you don't know what we're talking about. But, bro, that's hard. I can't do Nipsey. Victory Lap over Damn. You know what? I would say Damn was better. Because I played Damn. I would play Damn from start to finish. Where I would skip some songs in Victory Lap.
Okay. Good Kid, Mad City, or Friday Night Lights.
I give it the Good Kid, Mad City. Friday Night Lights, what's that, J. Cole shit?
Yeah.
I never listened to it.
You never listened to that
I
one?
never listened to Friday Night Lights. I got on Cole around Forest Hills Drive, or a little bit before that. That's when I really became like a Cole fan.
So what's
Let me say, when he was doing like, she like the boys with the big old chains, whatever time that was, whatever time frame that was, workout and stuff
so
like
you
that.
never heard Villmatic?
I probably heard it.
In the Morning, stuff like that. You still get my phone out, you know, there's so many albums.
My boy said this to me before. It was like, oh, you ain't never listened to Born Center or this and that. I was like, oh, nah. But when he played the songs, it was songs that I've heard. So it was like, I've heard them, but I just didn't know like they was a part of that. Like, cause I went on his whole wave. Like, I really just started listening to albums all the way through. I used to just like pick songs and make a playlist.
All right, with emerging artists like The Baby coming out, and he definitely put Charlotte on the map.
Okay.
And you got artists like Megan Thee Stallion that came out this year. What new artists have you checked out this year? Those two are those two are the biggest rap artists that came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely have dominated this year.
Mm-hmm.
Any local artists or new artists out that you feel like nobody's heard and maybe they should turn their attention to? Yeah. Okay, you. What about Tony?
What about Tony 7?
Yeah.
Hey, Tony G. Tony got an episode. Tony was on the last episode before this one.
Tony got
Second episode.
Tony got another episode coming out soon.
I bet he do. Tony got his heart.
So you see yourself, I know you said you kind of put it on the back burner. So do you, 2020, where do you see your tattooing going? And after that, where do you see trap work going? And then do you see anything going for your music?
Okay, so I stopped working last year, 9 to 5's November. So what's today? 26?
Happy anniversary.
He feel me? I made it a whole year as an entrepreneur. My first year was just to stay stable and see if I could do it. So I checked all my numbers and stuff, and I'm making like, if not more, right at what I was already doing. So I'm fine. So I got that out the way. So that's no longer like something that I feel like I gotta press so hard. So that's steady. So now it's just about improving. So I want to get the clothing line. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it better. I want to make a shop for it. I want it to be more accessible.
So you feel like, not to cut you off, I had to be rude. So what you're saying is you feel like your tattooing is at that level where you know it's going to generate revenue and you just want to get better at it.
I'm saying I already know it's like, I'm already solidified when it comes to tats. People know about me from places I don't even be at. So, I mean, I ain't tooting my own horn or nothing, you know, because I feel like I could improve greatly. But, like, the next step would be getting, like, a shop and having it be more
profound, more known.
Yeah, more, just everything. I want everything to be, just do it better, you know, move from the spot I'm at now, make it bigger, make it better. And then as far as music, I'ma just put it out this year. You know, I got so much music on my laptop from years and new music and beats and stuff. So I'ma just put that stuff out this year and see what that does for me. Since I done had the trial run with the tattoos, I know I can make the steady bread. So now I gotta improve that. So I got to do the same thing. So it's going to be a trial and error with the clothes and the music this whole year. So by this time next year, I should be in a whole different spot. We'll see.
Alright, so basically, if you had a pie and all 3 slices are equal, you're about I'd say you're about at that 66% mark.
This boy love them 60, 70 numbers.
So the reason why I say that is because not saying your tattoo was maxed out, but where you got that.
Yeah.
But you're about halfway in the clothing line, but you feel like you got that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And your music, people like it, so you're still about halfway because it's not being pushed like some of these other people. You're not pressed to push it.
Yeah.
You feel like you can take your time, just like you're not pressed to push anything you do.
I mean, I'm an artist. I feel like a lot of stuff I do, I'm like really impulsive, low key, but I'm restrained at the same time. So it's like a lot of stuff I do, I only have the energy to do it when like I do it. It's weird. It's weird, but I can't I don't know. So look, I just create as I create, and now I need to get out of that mode just because I'm an entrepreneur and I have to live. So I have to be more business minded with my creativity now. So there's maybe times where I don't want to create and do things, but I still have to do it. So that's that.
All right, so we know you're making an online store for the clothing company.
Mm-hmm.
About a week ago, you asked me, when you think it'd be a good time for me to put it up?
You said it Black Friday.
I said Black Friday, in between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's going to happen?
What today is?
Today will be Tuesday the 26th, Thanksgiving.
No, that ain't right.
So when do you think the store will be ready?
I mean, I actually could launch it. I just don't want to launch it half cocked for real. I mean, because I just bought some inventory and I have some things that I could sell, but I just want to have everything in order because I've done this online thing at least 3 times already, and I just didn't get good feedback with it. So I'm kind of
glad you said
sketchy with it.
I'm glad you said that. So to the people who, I'm an entrepreneur, I jumped off the porch, I know my product sale. What was, you said you didn't try it, this is about your 3rd time with a store.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give them? I always tell people, if you want an online store, you better be ready to be at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, people that know you, I mean, when you put the store out on Wix, I don't like that payment method. So you went through the hassle of finding a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Now you find a new one and people message me, how do I know this is safe? What am I supposed to do? But if they got on Adidas, Nike, Ralph Lauren, any of that, they
ain't no questions.
They would never question.
Oh, you want me to send you $500 and my Social Security? That's fine.
Or if they got an email saying they owe the bill or something. No, he's not out here trying to scam people. That's not what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it easier for people. So I guess I'm gonna answer this. If you are trying to start something, if you're not selling word of mouth, use your social media for as long as you can support it. Now, if you got hundreds of thousands of orders, you need a website. But save yourself some money and use your social media. Have people contact you directly. Because the whole website thing could be a waste of time if people are not going to try to take you serious and actually use it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of disrespectful, but it is what it is. You know, you're selling to the people. You know, the customer's always right type mindset, which don't.
Quote unquote.
The customer's always right.
Customers be foul.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like the lady that went to McDonald's and threw something and she got hit with the blender. Like, you shouldn't have threw something across the counter.
What you thought?
These
is real people, bro.
So I know you know, we coming up on the end of the episode. You know, we definitely can do another one. We give an update on what's going on. Any local businesses or things you want to shout out right now?
Okay, shout out, Give Them a Podcast. For having me, we at the good old Trap Art Studios today with it. We're recording live with it. We got King Barr's in the building, or Levi, or Scribbles, or whatever you know me by. Yeah, that was the name I got from an OG when I first started tagging. He called me Scribbles because I pulled up on him and I tatted him. I was real mobile then. I pulled up on him, I tatted him, and he was like, "Oh, you just pull up and Scribbles and shit. We call you Scribbles," and that was that. But shout out to Christy Lanice on Instagram, CHRISTI_LENICE. She makes bracelets and jewelry and whatnot. I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but
You can see them silver pieces.
I mean, you can see the pieces, but you can't see the work. You feel me? But she make those. She real good at that. She make jewelry and jewelry boxes and stuff like that. So that's real dope.
Jewelry boxes?
Yeah, you know she was fancy like that.
I want one.
Okay. I tell her make you one.
Okay. How much are those bracelets? If you can give us a break.
I think I can give you a range. I know it's in the range from like $10 to $20. Like it ain't that much.
She's not Pandora. She's not taxing you. Why not try it out? You can get a custom.
I like bracelets. You don't like bracelets?
Cam Newton get 10 of them. You know. Anything else?
Who else I want to shout out? It's so I don't even know in my head. I'm gonna think about it later and be like, damn, I could have shouted them out.
And this is, a lot of times we do shout outs. People are like, you forgot about me. Get out your feelings.
Look, I show love every day to random people and people I follow. They know what's up, man. Y'all know what's up.
Yeah, man. But coming up on 41 minutes. That's the time my cousin said we was going to stop.
Just let it rock.
That's the time my cousin said we was going to stop that. This is like our 4th time doing this. I didn't think we was going to get this done. I doubted you. After we messed up earlier, I was like, I'm never going to get this done with him. He doesn't take this serious. But, another classic from my cousin. We're going to end the episode right here.
And the first episode that I did with you was straight, though. But
Okay, since he said that, we're going to put the bloopers in there and show you what he was doing.
It was straight.
He tried to smoke and mess up my sinus.
I said the first. No, I'm talking about the first one I recorded initially at your crib.
No, that wasn't bad. It was just short.
Yeah.
We could put them both though.
I don't know if I ain't even heard of them. I don't even know what it sounds like.
Okay. But anyway, y'all, it's your favorite host doing the most. And you know I love the most. I actually got that slogan from him. This is Give 'Em More Podcast.
Give 'em more.
We out.
We out.
Thank y'all for listening.
Last night, motherfucking hand.